I'm standing alone outside your window, imagining the beauty of your heart and mind, feeling like I need to spread my wings out and fly. Who knows how far it's gonna go, and will that distance be long enough? I'm closing my eyes and taking a breath, but my heart's beating fast like a butterfly. Ooh, like a butterfly. Ooh, you can be my soul, fly high, high with a kiss. Ooh, like a butterfly, like a butterfly, fly, fly, fly on my lips. Fly, fly, fly. Like a butterfly, fly, fly, fly. Like a butterfly, fly, fly, fly. Like a butterfly. Fly, fly, fly. Like a butterfly, fly, fly, fly. Like a butterfly, fly, fly, fly. Like a butterfly. Yeah. You could be my soul, fly high, high with a kiss. Ooh, like a butterfly, like a butterfly, fly, fly, fly on my lips. You could be my soul, fly high, high with a kiss. Ooh, like a butterfly, like a butterfly, fly, fly, fly on my lips. Ooh, like a butterfly.
Thank you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Between You, Me, and Jose, the Slims Presents podcast. You just heard Kiwi Time playing their song Butterfly. Is that going to be on the Kiwi Time EP?
Yep, correct.
Which is coming out July 1st?
Yes.
You know too much about us.
Already.
I have many notes here. I've done lots of research into the deepest, darkest recesses of your past. Actually, I don't have that
Nice.
much, but
Are
I
you
do
working
know
on KGB?
only part-time. I do know that the Kiwi Time EP is coming out July 1st. Yes, that's right, July 1st. And you guys also have a show with us a few days later on July 5th here at Slim's. And that's going to be a co-headline with the Trims. It's going to be your EP release party. There's going to be lots of cool stuff. We're probably going to have some kiwi flavored drinks of some sort. It'll be fun. Well, and Vela Eyes, who was our guest last week, they will be on that show as well. It's going to be an awesome show. So everybody come down July 5th to Slim's. Check out Kiwi Time, get their new EP. Is it going to be physical or digital?
We're going to print some physical copies for sure. Because we just,
Can't wait to share with people. Can't wait then to have this EP, I guess.
How long have you been working on this?
I
think
think
about year, right? Almost year.
a little bit less than a year. Yeah, it took us like around maybe 8-10 months to produce the songs from the beginning to the very
Yeah.
end.
It took us longer because we were in station when we just went to work with one producer, and then we realized that we would like to reach the arrangements,
Right.
to make it just like better, and that's why we just like finish it with one more producer, Dan Share.
Yeah,
I
you
love
guys.
him. He's a great guy.
You guys have been working with some pretty high caliber talent. I mean, Dan Shea
Yeah.
has worked with Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez, Janet
Santana.
Jackson, Santana.
So can you imagine how Kiwi Time will
Yeah.
sound?
We're almost like Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Yeah, we are super happy because we produced. First, we made this recording with Scott Lamas, who is a local producer, and he helped many local bands to get to the next level. And after that, we were almost ready to release that EP. However, the recording got to the hands of Dan Shea, who decided to work with us because he likes us, we hope.
Interesting.
And yes, and this is like mutual collaboration. So finally, with him, we uh, chose our style of music, I think, because we used to play a lot of things, but we didn't understand exactly what we are doing. So
Yeah.
finally, we figure out what kind of music we are doing, and he helped us to develop as musicians and performers as well.
I think we found with him right elements to our music, you know. It's like what-
missing keys. I
Yeah.
would say.
and he really helped us into that. And of course, it will never happen without our label, Granted Access
Yeah.
Studios and Bay Network Company, who just like help us a lot in that way, because thanks to them we have opportunity to work with that names actually.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, you guys are originally from Belarus. Did you guys met while you were living there?
Yes.
Were you friends since childhood, or did you meet later on in life?
Yeah, this is funny because we spoke with one girl today about it already, and I just got the idea that I met Yoga and Mikolai when I was 10 years old, so it's like
Wow.
18 years already. And we met Anna when we were at high school, and she was 15, we were like 17 or something, or
They
16.
were playing punk rock,
Yeah.
and I was just one of the girls who were hanging out with the band who played punk rock. And since that time, I would say we just became like a best friends, and that's it. And still,
and then magic
together.
happens, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a long journey.
It's a long
Yeah.
journey, yeah, and a lot of things happened, and many
It's still happening.
and still happening. But like back in Belarus, even like when you're growing up and you have like a big group of the people, and somebody just like just decided like someone just decided to leave with their different kind of dreams, and just like from the best friends became like more separated from you, but some people just like keeping together. So I think I feel very special that we all are still like best friends, and we play music right now, and we still kind of like on this kind of journey, and have one dream, and it's very
Yeah, we're trying.
unique.
And music is a good thing that keep us together. Even like together, we're living together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
That
we
must
sleep
be
together.
fun.
Oh my God! I moved out like almost 2 years ago because it was so much fun.
Probably a
No,
good
no.
idea.
Yeah,
A great idea.
Yeah, it was good.
so-
I'm
idea.
so-
Too much fun for sure.
It was I'm so happy.
But
with the idea.
we really am hoping she's gonna come back.
I'm not.
We just don't wanna, I mean, we want to, but we decided we spent too much time together.
Yeah.
So wait. Did she leave, or did you kick her out?
Ah,
What really happened
good
here?
idea.
It's a
I
secret.
mean, it depends who
Let's
gonna
keep it
tell this
behind the
story,
stage.
you know.
Yeah, it depends, but I would prefer to say at my all the time that they kicked me out. I prefer then I left. It's
Okay.
just I'm kind of like you kick me out. I'm good with that.
Too rowdy, I imagine.
I mean, first we kicked her out and then she left.
And this is like, okay.
Yeah.
fuck you.
You can't fire me. I quit. So, were you guys making music back in Belarus?
Yes.
It was a little bit different because back in Belarus we played music together, but we never thought about making a band. So basically, as Anna mentioned before, I and Yoga used to play in punk rock band, and the music that we are doing right now we did kind of on the side. So basically, it was like jam during like free time of rehearsals, and Anna was there most of the time, and she was singing just for fun, and
Just jamming, like
and Nikolai was joining us sometime, I mean, the idea is that Anna and Nikolai, they're a little bit younger, like 1 or 2 years younger than I and Yoga, and when you're kid, when you're in high school, like 2 years difference, it's
Yeah,
huge
that's a big difference.
Yes, so that's why we kind of hanging out at high school. Then when we were like teenagers around 15. I think we kind of go aside for a little bit, and then in university when we moved to Minsk, capital of Belarus,
yeah.
we started hanging out again and playing more music. So basically, only when we came here to San Francisco, we finally got together. It took us almost 4 years fall to get together, and here we had this conversation. Okay, we're here in the United States. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna do music for fun, or we wanna make some serious approach toward it? And we figure out that we are in a country where everything is possible, and probably gonna try it. So
Yeah.
this is what we're doing.
I think the main thing for us that we have one life, right? It's our like responsibilities or what we want to choose to live like what you like, how you want to live, or just like whatever, just go to do what you don't like to do. So we prefer to do what we like to do.
I'm gonna switch so that your face isn't blocked.
Okay.
Sure, no worries. I can just-
Now you got my fancy mic. Yeah.
So, what was the reason for the move to San Francisco of all places?
Probably.
Vlad can answer because he was the first one.
Oh yeah, you came first.
Yeah, first time I came to United States in 2006. I was here just for a summer, and then I moved back to Belarus. And during next year, I was thinking about, like kind of scaling. Should I move to United States or not? And I finally decided, okay, I gotta move. So I moved to East Coast, and after a year of struggling on East Coast, I was invited to visit my friend in San Francisco. And when I came here, I remember I took a BART, and then I came out of BART station on Embarcadero. I saw black dude smoking weed on the street, and I was like, "Wow, this is a place to be." So I gotta move. Yeah, but I just fell in love with this place from the first moment because it's so diverse city. Plus, here I found like Belarusian community of students. So basically, it was some sort of support for me, and just the way city lives, I just love it. And then all other guys came in a couple of years, and after that, when we travel somewhere, usually when we're coming back to San Francisco, we are happy that we are here because it's just as far it's the best place I've seen.
It's good to be experienced about that place
Yeah.
in your life, No matter where you go next or where you've been before, but it's like psychedelic trip to be here,
So I've never been to anywhere in Belarus. Is it very diverse or is it very homogeneous?
Second.
Yeah.
What is could you? I don't know that word.
Everything the same.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, for example, here, like, there is a law in San Francisco that there couldn't be two same color building close to each other, right?
Oh, okay.
In Belarus,
But this crazy place.
right, it's crazy.
You're
It's,
just
it's
like,
fun
wow.
and bright and colorful. In Belarus, like every building
No,
is
I-
gray and it's kind of
Soviet kind of.
Yeah, it goes from from those time. It
But
was
it's
Soviet
cool.
Union and what cool.
Gray buildings. I love them.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
sort of brutal.
It's so
and,
it's so unusual. Just
Yeah.
like
But maybe every day it gets depressing.
it could be.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes,
Especially
of
in
course.
the winter.
Yeah.
Oh
winter.
yeah.
And but the most like I don't know like the biggest thing there, people great people. I cannot like say anything, but because the way this like living, I think it could be more fun, like. But if you never experienced anything in your life like here, you cannot understand. You don't know that you do something wrong,
Right.
and there's like you can see more people wearing the same clothes, liking the same things, listen to the same music, just be more kind of the same and trying to be exactly like someone they see, you know, like. So I feel I'm sure they're gonna have those kind of breaks down at one point in maybe like 10 years, 20 years, like when they will realize there's a lot of things like happening. And well, it's a beautiful country, a lot of lakes, forests.
Yeah.
The Minsk is very beautiful. Like really, I think people who are traveling there and who are visiting this city, they fell in love with this. It's gorgeous place.
Especially
yeah.
with the girls, I swear.
Pretty girls.
A lot.
Yeah.
Now,
But don't tell to anybody.
I mean,
Well, I mean, we can see a little example here.
a little
I mean,
example, just
Little.
tiny.
This is only a snippet. This is just one of the beautiful girls you can find in Belarus.
Yeah, you know, the country, it's gorgeous, especially during the summer. But there is a problem with, I would say, how government manage the country. This is
Yeah.
the issue that makes people depressed and sad, and you know, people are scared to talk about all these things on the streets because nobody wants to get beaten, nobody wants to get to jail, and it happens all over. So this is kind of what makes it not cool about Belarus, because our president, he's in power like for 20 something years. I mean,
wow.
this year probably is gonna be his 20th anniversary. Yeah. And he's gonna be elected one more time, and he's doing crazy stuff. And
Is it a real election though, or is it just for show?
I mean, it's
Looks like it's real.
it's look real.
Looks
They
like
spend a lot of money
Yeah.
for sure for the elections, but
I think it's long story, just like about what's going on, because it's like he's already 20 years, and it's the previous history of like USSR showed when somebody is so long around the
Yeah, in
politic
power.
in power, so it means just he anyway will be stronger than all the rest. He don't let to go alternative.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the minus that we don't have alternative opinion as, you know, it just needs to be just like itself. It's just like this is the balance.
Yeah.
There need to be two things to balance everything around. So this might
So
be
it's
minus.
very, very hard to be an artist.
Yes,
That's
I
true.
think this is the main points about Belarus, that if you are just like progressive in your mind, if you're an artist or something about this, maybe it's not will be so easy to be there, you know, or underground, or to be okay about, you know, like to be in
To play-
agreement with political things.
Right.
Maybe then you'll be okay, but you know, sometimes artists are too honest people, so it's let them get
Yeah.
in troubles.
So who are some of the biggest stars in Belarus? I only know one
Which
from Belarus, Andrei Arlovsky, UFC fighter.
Uh,
That's the only person I know from Belarus.
boxer.
He's a mixed martial arts fighter. The
nice.
beard, and he was very big in like the early 2000s, and it's kind of on the downslope now. But that's the only, you know, to me, famous person that I am aware of from Belarus. But who would you say is the most famous from Belarus?
Our president.
He's the rock star.
He's a rock star, and
Yeah.
he's the one probably
Definitely.
what worldwide kind of famous. But you mean like rock stars, like musicians?
Anything, or like a
Oh.
writer or a painter or something.
I think the
there's-
number one is Песняры. It's like, is this you'll translate the name of like singers,
Uh-huh.
and even Paul McCartney said about them that
Okay.
he just like knew them, like their music, and they were just like Beatles orientation bands from 70s, and they were huge in USSR, and I think they're still just one of the just like big happenings
Yeah.
in like in the culture and the music.
There's not a lot of new artists breaking through or anything
No,
like
no,
that.
this is.
I mean-
Anna, you know.
new artists would
Yes.
break in actually in a like Russia and all around there. I don't think like
So it's
Americans
not
know.
it's not specific
Yeah.
to the area, but
No. Yeah. So and it's like there's some artists like musicians who are making it big, like as I said, in somewhere like in Russia, but it's nothing like they're popular in America.
Right,
And
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
there's one. I know that one band, three girls, hot girls from Russia. They kind of breaking in here.
Who?
And that was actually first was Tattoo, and second
Oh, yeah.
was
Serious?
Like
No.
this?
Pussy Riot. Yeah.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
very, but again, this is like the Russia, Belarus.
yeah.
And Belarus actually is pretty small country
Yeah.
compared to like.
There is
Depends
one
on-
guy who was, his name is Tadeusz Kostyuszka,
Hmm.
and he used to live like 200 years ago, and he used to fight for, I think,
Rights?
like rights in United States
Feudalism?
and
Like, I don't know
Chile, all over like the world,
Yeah.
and he's.
Yeah.
I think he's the most famous Belarusian dude, because even here in like Washington D.C.,
Yeah.
New York, you can find streets named in honor of him, and some like statues.
Yeah. And I feel like in South America he has
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
like national hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a revolutionary.
Yeah.
So is a lot of the culture sort of left over from the Soviet days, or do people identify as with Russia in Belarus, or do they want to separate themselves from that?
Well, I think people identify themselves like Belarusians, but I think the main thing about Belarusians that we are just very, how can I say, calm, no? Just about any nations around, so
Mhm.
very peaceful. It's
Yeah.
just like everyone just like respecting to another cultures, but at the same time I think identificate themselves, but we speak Russian.
Yeah.
The thing is, Belarus is very new country. It's
Yeah.
became independent in '94. You know,
Yeah.
so there's some names like Tadeusz Kostyuszka, like somebody like that. It was like 200 years ago, so
Right,
there
yeah.
wasn't even a Belarus
Wasn't
country.
Belarus.
Yeah.
I mean, how to say it? So basically, the people who live on the territory of Belarus, they existed there for many years, but they were under Poland, under
Yeah.
Russia, under Ukraine.
Under always
Yeah,
I mean,
always
under
been-
all
countries.
someone, yes. And recently, like 20 years ago, they made new country, Belarus, and I think
And
I lost
flower.
Flower? What day today?
Today, sorry, he just lost his
Tuesday.
name. And I got
lost
this.
my class. I lost my yoga class.
Sorry. You did. So, see, Vlad, what's happening when you were slowly trying to say something and you forget it? What are you talking about?
It
I have the
happens.
same problem.
I woke up too early today, and you know.
Okay, next question.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to understand is it doesn't sound like a very nourishing, creative environment. And there's something about countries that have not had their own identity and national pride in some kind of way.
You know, because of the huge influence of Russia,
Yeah.
they try to erase Belarusian culture. So, for example, Belarusian language getting simpler every year. So they changing rules toward the Russians can understand Belarusians better. For example, if you take Belarusian language right now and 100 years ago, it's completely different languages. And our president, he speaks Russian, and mostly people who speak Belarusian language are considered as opposition to the government.
Hmm.
And this is kind
Yeah,
of
this is
issue.
true.
Plus,
The opposition, yeah, it's true. They speak Belarusian, so it's very weird because oppositions who are kind of fighting for the culture, they're saying, "This is the culture. We have to speak Belarusian because if you will kill the culture, you'll kill the ethnics. Like no
Right.
more. Like, you know." So
you know, like language is dying all over the world right,
Right,
now,
yeah.
and it says that in a couple of years we will lose like right now it's like around 6,000 languages, and in 20 years it's gonna be like 3,000 and 2,000. Half of them will die anyway because people just don't wanna it's I think it's problem of globalization. I mean, any topic has pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
And also, you know, I want to mention that, for example, were, when we were kids, all of our friends were some sort of artists, musicians. They express themselves anyhow. Right now, we are talking to our friends, and most of them just stop doing it anymore because they just cannot survive
Well, it's
creating
normal.
art.
They need to survive.
And-
They just like quit from the
I mean,
music.
this is normal for Belarus, not for developed society.
But I think as well, like, it's all about the people, because here you can try to be an artist and actually you can still try to survive even this such expensive city like San Francisco.
Right.
But here it's about people. People make the city special, and the city is probably special too. But in Belarus, like, people do not support art. And if you're an artist, like true artist inside, and if your parents, your friends, nobody will tell you, go do it, I believe in you.
Right.
There's no way. Like, it's very little percentage that you will keep doing what you do. So I think, yeah, there's no any support on the art. But again, it's maybe changing a little bit right now. Even like a little bit I'm always trying to follow what's happening there. So I see that the young kind of like people there, they're trying to create something. They're getting more creative, but I don't think they still have the parents support it. You know, I don't think so. It's still going a little tough.
Yeah, for example, I grew up with the idea that I gotta get education first,
Yeah.
find real job, and then do music on the side. Right now, things slowly changing, and more and more. I mean, because of internet, because of technologies, and more easy and easy to create music. Let's say. But at the same time, the main concern for the people is how to survive, and this is what many people losing in the mid 20s, I would say, you know, because there they, after graduation, they face the problem. Okay, I gotta find a job, I gotta find the way to pay my bills, and of course, I don't have time to do my music. Or I
And they don't have
any-
it. It's true, because you work full time for $300. Like, if it's like a regular job, if you didn't get like lucky to something else, $300, $500. You know, like, and this is the regular kind of like prices. So even to travel, somebody, how can you travel with $300 per
Right.
month? Paid everything like bills. Like here, even if you're a server at the restaurant, even if you're a waitress, you make money and you can go travel even around the world. You can save some money and go. There's a little bit different story. It's just
So
what it is.
there's a lot of stuff going on in that region right now. Everything with Ukraine and Russia, and it's for an American, it's very complicated to understand what's going on.
Same
Why
for us, you know.
it's why do some people want to be a part of Russia, some people want independent Ukraine, and somehow there's some nationalists involved, and it seems very, very convoluted and like hard to make sense of. So what do you make of this situation?
Well, I think first of all, people just tired from corruption and like economical problems inside of the country, and it explodes. That problems were just it just like snowball, getting bigger, and right now, unfortunately, what's happened just like people, the same crowd goes against each other, and
Right.
that's sad because from my opinion, I don't want to say somebody's right or not right, because I just feel sad because I know that I'm, I have roots there, and respect to, no matter what people they think, just like, but mainly I think just like, well, they're tired from problems economically, and they just, and then it's a big influence of like bigger countries who just want something from them, you know.
Right.
No matter like east, west, but everybody has their point of interest in that place.
Do you think something like that will happen in Belarus? Do you think people will get so fed up with same president for 20 years, $300 a month?
You'll be surprised. They're trying actually, and that it's happening pretty much every time. Like trying to select a new president, but at this moment, I don't know. Something should happen. It's for sure, but how exactly, how far it could go, and even right now, I think Belarusians right now feel pretty. They feel pretty safe because they see their neighbors such a drama happening there. I think they don't want to go any just by seeing this experience, they just got probably scared even by this.
Yeah,
You know?
and our president became more popular after
Really?
what's going
After
on.
yeah,
Because
so they
people
feel
figure
safe.
out like it's better to have nothing but
Than a war.
be alive, you know,
Right.
and not to fight. Because
Right.
everybody still remember Second World War. It's like still like huge thing for Belarus. This is a country like where World War II started for Soviet Union.
Right.
So this is like huge concern. And again, my personal opinion, it's not about people, it's about who manage the countries and who wanna influence. Because again, I understand Russia's point of view, because they cannot just allow United States put extra military bases close to the territory. At the same time, they kind of have some democracy issues.
Right.
And the country, Ukraine, seems like the country is ready to like collapse on two small countries, right? Like one is going to be pro-Russian, another going to be pro-European. But at the same time, it would be just worse, you know.
At the same time, it's just sad, you know.
Yeah.
Just definitely sad because like we've been visiting many times the places and just we have connections, roots for that. Yeah.
Mikolai, you said too. It's just sad.
He's crying right
Yeah.
now, actually. Yeah.
Nikolai,
Every time when we're talking about Ukraine,
I just cry. I don't know
just
what.
don't have words.
Nikolai thinking about Japan and Asia.
Yeah.
This is
Ask
his
Nikolai about
vision.
Japan. Yeah. Belarus.
Japan is awesome.
Say something in Japanese.
はじめまして。ミカライです。
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay.
So, out of this environment, what do you think that? How do you think that coming up in Belarus and living the life that you live, how has that influenced the kind of music that you make, and also how has it changed or colored your perception of the U.S. coming here, and how does that influence your music as well?
I can say for sure that music became more positive.
Oh,
It's true. Because there again, we were like punk rock struggling
right,
against
yeah.
what's going on. And here we enjoyed the life and
Yeah,
kind
we
of-
do. But let's think. Like we all were growing up on the musicians who were big here. So even there, we're listening for the same musicians, like Nirvana or Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like the guys were listening to that. So we had this influence back there. So no matter like where you are, basically, you just if you you still was like you had the experience listening to this huge bands like this and
Right.
got such a like great, I don't know, notes in your head by growing up with this music. But at the same time, from there, I think, I think each of us had a different experience because, as I said, like guys were in the punk rock. I was more, I was singing like folk music back in music school, so I was kind of like growing in this kind of environment. Then it was a little bit definitely of pop and something up dance. And when I was growing up, I was listening to something from Europe like Kashin. I love this band. And back here, actually, a lot of things changed because you just, I don't know, you just start hearing American bands and other bands, and you just like learning, going to the show, you see, wow, like how different sounds. I don't know, we just kind of,
Yeah, we found out that here in San Francisco, United States, many small dreams that were huge was there came true because, for example, we all came to the show of Red Hot Chili Peppers a couple of years ago, and we got this huge inspiration, and we came to the studio and figured out we gotta practice. Then we see all these great musicians and small bars on the streets everywhere, and we like closer to the culture of the music that we grew up on, which is really great. And plus again, because of the diversity of people and how people open-minded, it helps a lot. For example, I think people from Russia, Belarus, they still shy and still don't want to show up because of the pressure of the society that used to be during the communism era. For example, when we play Russian show, people kind of scared to give a
and
lot.
they kind of like look at us like, what is this Belarusians playing? Kind of like,
Yes, and they're like kind of they're scared to come to you, approach, give you compliment, talk to you. When we play for like American guys and girls, it's just
It's
so
totally
cool.
different,
They're like,
totally
guys, you're so awesome. Let's hang
yeah, right
out,"
away it
and
feels like
everyone,
your friends, you know,
yes,
like.
and this is like the experience that we were definitely missing there, and this is what helps us to create. Because I mean, a couple of weeks ago we went to Davis, right, and it was like small show for, I don't know, like 20, 30, 40 people, students, and they went crazy from the first notes, and we were like, wow, this is the energy we want to experience.
Yeah, and when you see this, you're getting excited, just like, oh my god, because you see them excited, you're getting excited, and at this point you're gonna have this kind of amazing energy between you, and you're just having fun because, like, you know, like sharing the music. But again, yeah, like in Russia or Belarus, there's like people a little bit like, why should I talk to you if I don't know you? You know, like, I'm sure they still, like the big stars there, they still have this kind of like feelings between like fans, of course, and there's fans following the rock stars, but there's something less between sharing something from, I don't know, something like.
I mean, here, it's not about only music, it's about just how people behave, I would say. For example, you can speak with someone and you just have regular conversation, and then you see that this is guy multi-millionaire or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he is super easygoing. There, it's different because people just kind of,
Just because
Different-
different culture.
yeah, different culture,
Just
different.
people different reacted, just like Asians or whatever. Everyone has specifics in their own way. So the same I think with Russia.
Is
Right.
there a lot of like leftover from the communist days still influencing the culture?
In Belarus, for sure, because our president, he's kind of trying to go the direction of social economy.
Right.
So this is like different from uh, Switzerland or any other high developed country. This is kind of trying to keep era of communism but applying some ideas of modern economy. And he used to hold like inflation for many years. When the crisis happened worldwide, he decided to hold it for a couple of more years. So basically, the cool things, nobody got fired from their job, nobody lost job, but everybody was like cut of the payments
Right.
and work less hours. But at the same time, this is like things that happen. You cannot just hold it in the bubble, right?
Right.
So it happened later, like these huge things
Yeah.
like deflation happened in our country like couple years later, and then it's just
it's
But
even
yeah,
worse.
it's happening
because
to-
you
Yeah, it's
can-
even worse
yeah.
because
It's always
all the-
happening to different kind of like even countries. Like basically, the nation, people, it's very hard to them to get something new. Like even what right now what's happening in Russia as well with the gay guys. You know, like there's something new, and they just cannot accept it at the first, and then it's slowly getting in, and they cannot accept it again. And there's like again they have a fight. They're trying to get some laws that it's not allows you to be gay in the public or something else. So
Right.
the government still trying to not kind of accept it. So there's
I mean,
definitely
it took many years here. in,
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's going to be
United
the same
States.
thing.
It takes time.
Do you think that it will eventually that it will? Well, do you think it's going to go more extreme,
Mm-hmm.
or do you think that people will become more accepting?
I'm more accepting.
You think
it
so?
just takes
In
time.
20 years.
Yeah, because like people growing, so like my mom first, like for her, she probably still never saw the gay guy in her
Yeah.
life. So you know, like just by time, it just naturally probably
I
they will
mean,
start accepting.
You know, our point is not to do propaganda of gay and lesbian lifestyle, but about talking that everybody is equal and
Right.
everybody has his or her own choice to live the life the way a person wants to live. And since we came here with some ideas in our mind, and after spending in the United States like 5-7 years, we changed our ideas because we met these people. We worked with gay videographers a couple of times, and they're all great people. And it's like I can say that the best instructor I had in City College, he was a transgender. At the beginning, I was shocked, but in a couple of classes, I figured out that I just love his class and I love coming to his class. It's not about like what religion you are or what you're doing after your job. It's just
Well,
like
yeah.
regular.
It's
Somebody likes white, somebody likes black. It doesn't matter. It's all about humanity and be human and be kind. And this is what people need to understand. That
What would happen if you were saying these same things back in Belarus?
People will not understand us.
you will
Well,
be punched in the
it's a good
face for
thing.
sure.
Yeah.
But they
It
do-
depends who you talk to, and you know. But again, I'm not sure how many followers we're gonna have. Like if we would be there and we will say that
Yeah.
because
It's not the
It's just
popular
different,
I
opinion.
you
mean,
know,
you know,
just like yeah.
even the approach how the educational system set up show that everybody gotta be the same. For example, in high school, everyone has physical education. Here, if you can do pull up one, by the end of semester you can do like pull up twice. You made your progress, you can get A. There, you gotta make 10 times.
Right.
And if you do like 5, you're gonna get C or D, you know. And this was my, for example, problem because wasn't like physically developed at school.
Right.
And the same like with like science, for example, if she's artist and she doesn't want to study science, she has to. This is
Right.
just requirement. That's why they have these standards how people should behave, how everybody should be like look alike and all this stuff. That's why for that societies it's difficult to get the idea that everybody can be different and at the same time it could be without war and
Yeah, basically, if they will
punishment.
just learn how to not be aggressive when people trying to say something, it's gonna be a
Right.
big move. What I would say, that's it. Just don't punch in the face when you see something you don't like.
Right.
There's too much of this.
So if you had never come to the U.S., what would your life be?
I can tell you right away, I would have probably 2 kids already, and I would just have a regular job, and I will probably,
bleach hair.
I believe, yeah, completely. And I would
Happy
probably
wife.
think only about how to do shopping and how to look nice and how to do, как сказать, ремонт, how to remodel my house
Okay.
over and over again after I did the first time. So that's it, yeah.
I will play hardcore music
Oh, yeah?
and work in the movies. So
Okay.
And be drugged and alcohol
no,
addict.
no.
No.
Come-
What are you
Completely
trying to
not.
say? What are you trying to
I'm
say?
trying to say that I'm bad, but
I'm trying
Not
to
so
say
bad.
that I would be overweight for sure, and
Definitely, yes.
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I just, I'm so happy that I came here because this city just changed my life completely, my lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And
Like everyone of us.
I'm like, for example, people there in my age, they're thinking that they're old, and every year they're getting older and sicker and sicker and sicker, and their life going toward the end. I am in my state of mind that I am happy that I'm getting elder because I feel younger and stronger and happier and more grounded. And this is kind
Yeah,
of
that's
like
for
huge
sure.
different approach of the life. And San Francisco, California definitely helped a lot.
Yeah,
here.
probably California. It's a special
So,
place.
I'm not sure about California because I never lived anywhere.
Anywhere else, that's what I hear every time. That
That's
it's
true.
California. It's not like every
all the rest
state
of
in
America.
in America. So, I guess this is how. But anyway, we experience this right now here, and what we see, we just love it, and we just want to share this with even people in Belarus and Russia. That you can
So
just
do
even
you
ask.
do you go back? Do you send your music to family?
We send, and we actually have like a Russian Facebook kind of, and we do kind of trying to promote like Kiwi Time there. We're not really pushing hard. All we do just like updating some things, not
Right.
really, because most of their like our music is on English, and there's people still kind of like they will not understand it as much as they should. Even the music, it doesn't matter with language, I would say, but they still kind of, I think.
I mean, we just try and not. I mean, just put our energy in one direction for
Yeah.
now because our target and our goal is just to make it here. But for example, among the people who knows us, we are already like superstars of
Oh,
this
yeah?
stuff. It's so fun because they're talking to you like, you made it already. You're so successful and blah blah blah. And it's really nice to hear.
Some of my classmates from my high school are thinking that I have a Bentley already in
Oh
my
yeah.
garage. And,
It's like,
yeah,
but
but I just got
it's
Honda.
Oh yeah.
That's nice too, actually.
Yeah.
You know, people.
Well, next the Bentley.
Yeah, next,
Yeah.
people get frustrated because they think that only you got junior like it's just to move, and when you move to United States and everything else is done, you
Right,
are successful, you have a lot of money,
Yeah,
and
it's
you
so
don't need to struggle with this life anymore. And I just
But again, see, that's what I was talking about. That if you had never have any experience to move out to any other country, you will never understand. So all you see, like they just see you like through the pictures, like those kind of prism of the different kind of, I don't know, lights, and they see and they want to see. And usually people see what they want to see. They want to
Right.
see because they work a different job and their life probably even hard. Wake up every day at 6 a.m. and at least she think or he think they made it. Oh my God, they made it. That's all.
Yes, we are rich. We have huge houses.
Sometimes it even doesn't matter whether it's true or
Beautiful
not.
chicks.
Big, we're playing on the big stadiums.
Yeah.
No.
That's our goal.
But yeah,
Already
here
here. I feel
we're living
it.
our life.
But really, it's everybody living in a one-bedroom apartment.
the
all
reality,
together.
the reality. Picture like yeah.
It's
We
behind the
have
scene.
4 bedrooms, but 7 roommates
And cats. And cats.
and cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
and at least we have 1 car, so it's nice.
That helps. Not a Bentley, but
But
No,
we
not
have-
yet.
maybe
have-
after the E EP.
But we have a great van.
Yeah, we have Kiwi Time van. This
Oh.
is
Yeah, we have to talk about this because we have a picture on it, and inside it looks like a great limo, and we have actually some people behind who believe in us and who helping us and who helped us a lot a year ago when we just started working on our second EP. So
Can I?
yes, sure.
I just I just love this story because you know a year ago we got sponsorship from Bay Network company, and like 7-8 months ago we got signed by Granted Access label. So I love the story. I love to talk this story because people ask us, how did you get sponsored? How you did
Where you found it?
yeah,
like,
where did you find? What you did? What did
What-
I
what
said,
did- yeah, what
and
did
I'm
you do?
talking. You know what I did? It's just I just imagined and wrote down what you want, and one day we just got message on Facebook, and
so
that's it.
basically, it's all about Vlad's
No, 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 no,
imagination.
no, no, no. It's about my story that I'm talking about.
No, it's about
So, yeah, so basically we are super happy because like around a year ago, even more, like last April, we got message on Facebook from Yuri, head of Bay Network company, who just asked, send us a note like, guys, you are playing show tonight. Do you wanna like do something together, some sort of mutual collaboration? And at that point, I was thinking that he's just like some artist or someone, and said, "Of course, yes, let's meet, let's talk." And then we came to his office, and it was like,
And we're just like
"Oops."
a company, so we didn't know what we do, like where we
Yeah.
going, what is about. We just thought it was just like, oh yeah, sure, no. And it's like a company, and there's sitting head of the
Like, it's
company,
huge
and
table with
somebody,
chairs.
and he's all right. So let's talk, guys. So
About
tell
business.
tell me about yourself. And we're just like, we are a Belarusian band, playing music, so blah blah. And he's a great, just great person, great man who decided to help the band, and he saw something probably, so he just like decided to help us first with equipment and with the car, because we didn't have a car, and
We didn't have equipment and
we
studio.
didn't have anything pretty much, to be honest.
Money to make recording.
Yeah, we didn't.
Pay for producer. What else? Food.
Food. Close. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we're just super blessed that people believe in us, and they coming all over the places, and we feel like we are probably doing right thing if somebody believes in
Yeah.
us.
So yeah, what happening? Because when you believe in something, and you keep doing what you do, there's some people will come into life. Like, I don't know for how
Yeah.
long they come in. Sometimes not like, not for a while. Sometimes it's like forever or something. So they just come in, and because you believe, and they start believing, and well, it's all about just to make some great things in the end.
So have you traveled back home since you've been living here?
No,
Not
Not
together,
really.
but separately.
my
In
relationship.
Japan.
Yeah.
Would you, if you could take Kiwi Time, go to Belarus, play whatever venue you dream of playing in Belarus, what would that mean something to you, or would it be, just
Well, for me, it will be.
Of course.
It's not about like venue. It's more about because venue could be any venue basically. Like when you come in from USA, but I just think more about who would be the people who would go to the show, and how will they respond to the music we're playing, like right now, even like if it's going to be in English, and how they will understand what we are talking about. You know what I mean? It's probably venue. I don't know about venues there. Yeah, they have some big venues.
I'm definitely want to play in some venues back in Belarus. It's like Ice Arena, where I went couple times to see the big bands, Russian bands, and I was like so excited about this amount of people who I don't even know. It's so many people in Belarus who came to the show, and I was like, wow. And definitely, if we'll have a chance to play some like big venues like Ice Arena, or it's in Belarus, but even Russian, I really want to play in the like festivals. Russian festivals, it's a big festivals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, festivals,
There
definitely,
are a
right?
couple of festivals that are on close to the sea, and during the summer. I feel like I mean, this is kind of future goal to make it something here in the United States, and then go there and do tour on
Yeah.
Eastern countries, it would be great because again, all our parents, all our relatives, they live there, and at least by the age of 30, said my mom, see, I did something with
I'm not a
music.
bum.
As she's thinking.
I think our relatives there were before in the situation when they didn't
Indeed.
believe, and they were just like they look at I mean they look at the music like like hobby,
Right.
and we see how like last year or 2 years they changed their mind, and as like I know my parents, his parents, or like Nikolai's or Anna's, they're excited about what's happening with our music. They're our fans on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Our moms, they all the time just leave comments on the pictures.
So they're proud.
Yes, and that's very cool.
Yeah, they came here 2 years ago. They came to our show, and they are happy that at least someone can allow themselves to live with the dream and to do anything. Because again, because of the society concern, there after university you gotta find a job and you gotta make cute kids
Yeah.
and just do what regular people do.
But they've at least come and had the chance to see you. That's I mean that's really cool. If you well, is it not popular to have English speaking bands in
It
Belarus?
exists.
I mean, a
Some-
lot of
a little
English
bit, or-
bands there. Most of them, I think it's more like metal music, right? I mean, we have a couple of famous metal bands in Belarus who are successful in Europe, and some bands they're making English music in order to make it somehow in Europe or United States, but at the same time, be there, it's completely different because someday I get message like, I'm in a band, you made it, like send my demo to someone. I'm like, okay, so people not really understand like the business part, because I mean from the first look it seems super easy, right? You just need to find right person and you made it, but at the same time it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, all this stuff, and I feel like if we were there we would sing on Russian or Belarusian language, because
What made you make the decision to sing in English? Just because you were here?
Yes.
this is a main concern, because we are here and I mean our target audience is English speakers. That's
And
why.
basically, you just want the crowd to sing along with you while you're playing, and you want to speak the same language with them, like you kind of like. And another thing, yeah, because you started living here and you already kind of, you just get in the culture, and if you like the culture and everything, you just, I don't know, it's your
Yeah.
second home,
And I feel like it's English, it's international language, so it makes sense to sing in that language too, if you wanna just to knock to different like people.
But actually, right now, there's getting very popular. What I know and what I noticed actually from the Russia, their bands start making the music in English, and they start writing in English too. So it's make them, it's allowed them like kind of travel to the Europe, so European people kind of understand it more. But
Hard Russian accent.
Yeah, because it's all internet, and you can
Yeah,
put your
true.
music on the internet, and you never know from where somebody can listen it. And that's a good example of this band called Goldfields. They're getting so big and so fast, but they're from Australia.
Yeah.
And it just like was garage band who just record 2 songs or 3 songs, and they put it on SoundCloud. And one producer from London, he just randomly heard them, and they signed a contract, and now they like playing big festival everywhere. So it's like a good example.
Yeah, I think the same happened with churches.
It's a lot of examples.
yeah.
Justin
Yes.
Bieber, excuse me, he just was.
Yeah,
me,
just
you are
it's
It's
a
the same
great
thing.
example. Yeah,
I mean,
who's like
internet, it's a big thing. It helps and it's not. You know,
Right.
there's always both ways.
yes.
It helps to spend and waste your time.
Waste your
better.
time better, yeah, definitely. But at the same time, it helps, of course,
If you don't know
to
what
spread
to do
like,
with your
the
time,
thing
just go
around.
online.
Have you had a chance to play other places in the U.S., go on a little tour, or have you been mainly in the Bay Area so far?
Like right now, well, we're traveling sometime to LA right now more often, all the time. But we have done a trip to New York. It was 2 years ago, and we played like 2 shows there. But it was like very beginning and of the Kiwi Time, so we were kind of so green, like you know,
The
like
first word that came up in my mind is fun, nothing else.
fun, and we didn't think about expenses, how we're gonna make it, we're gonna like live and all this stuff.
Right.
So it was so tough. And right now, when we look back, it was definitely fun, but it was just like, you know, without knowing anybody pretty much, and playing for the empty clubs, you know, because nobody knows who you are. You don't have even a following, anything. But it was a great experience. I'm glad we had it. And yeah, right now we are trying to play the Bay, like in the Bay Area, more and more all the time. And we can't wait to go on a tour. What actually gonna happen right after we release the EP? So not sure about where exactly. And
Just imagine, that's it.
just imagine.
Yeah, you know, basically after we came back from New York, we kind of calculated our expenses and got the idea that the smart way to promote band is to play shows locally, and especially in the Bay Area. So we got the kind of strategy to try book as much shows as possible where a crowd already there. For example, like some sort of small festivals, private gigs like parties, weddings for our friends, anything. Actually, it's for now we are in a position where we understand that we gotta play, as everybody says, less shows in order to build following, but at the same time we understand that we need to play more in order to be better on
and
stage.
we want to play more, you know, and we want to meet those people. We want to be the different kind of places and like having different fun. But well,
So basically our point is to work on our, let's say, social media and following in the Bay Area, just playing one great show, like for example coming show on the Slims, but at the same time we are playing here and there and don't put it until the last hour some on Facebook, let's say, just because we want to be more comfortable being out, you know. Experience what you have at the studio and experience that you have on the stage is completely different. Plus again, thanks to our label Granted Access, we got a lot of fancy equipment like earbuds, all these like crazy fancy processors, so we gotta get used to it because it's technology and sometimes something doesn't work, so we
Oh,
need
yeah.
to, you know, make sure we are ready for the big show. That's why we are kind of practicing playing for the people, let's say, this way.
So, when you first moved to the U.S., did you already speak English pretty well?
well, we all kind of
Well.
started. We studied English back in school and an institute or university. But I'll tell you this: when you moving from a different country, and if you have never had any experience talking to any American, you just don't understand even a word. Can I get a coffee?
hard time.
Oh yeah.
No, anything. You don't understand what, and it needs to. It takes some time to just to get the idea
Yeah.
of the like just the sound of it. So first 2 years for me it was pretty hard. I would say just to understand anything. Like not even understand the words, culture, why this guy talking to me on the street? You know, like why should I talk to him back? Or you know, this kind of.
I think we know why.
I meant different thing, but anyway.
You know, I remember my first experience when I came. I was like, "Hello, my name is Vlad. I can do anything. Do you have a job?" And then when I'm like in some like pizza place or anywhere, like McDonald's or any fast food, I was like, I was in the line and then the same. Like I just said like whatever person orders, I just say
The
same. Yes, because I didn't know how to explain myself at all. Plus again, you know, when you come here and you usually people have this fear to make mistakes. This is the huge problem, and this is what I got when I took classes in city college. That instructors spend a lot of time to explain students that don't afraid to make mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes you cannot improve. And it took some, I would say, couple of years to get more comfortable, and now it's still like, you know,
Yeah, right now we still kind of.
we just don't care.
Yeah, we don't care anymore. We still don't know English.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Well, I mean, you guys got that down. So is it very difficult to get across what you're trying to say in a song in a different language? Is it hard to put your thoughts, like, do you think about
Yeah.
it in Russian and then
Yeah.
translate?
So not anymore, but right now it's still not, because you don't know. You can create something and you think, oh my god, it sounds great, you know. But then somebody can tell you, hey dude, but it doesn't make sense, and
Right.
American will not understand you, and you're just like, oh really? So the grammar like thing, and you're still learning basically. You can get some cool parts of it, you know. Something can really sound great, but we kind of still have those kind of issues that where we are at the point we still need help with that, you know, lyrics.
I think it was main concern for the first 2 years, because we had a lot of music but we didn't have like any lyrics, and the lyrics was like, I'm chasing you, you're chasing me, we're chasing each other. You
Just believe me.
you are you are, I am,
in my
we are,
mind.
they are, that's it.
Well, you know, sometimes it can be simple. Like there's no rules in the art. The art can be
Right.
any, but this is more about how you express yourself. Did you really put anything, like everything you wanted in those lyrics? So we're getting better. We're
Yeah, now
learning, and
much better.
but I would say, like, you know, if I was writing better like in Russian and I was doing this like since I was like a little kid when I was 9, of course I can do it better in Russian than I can do it in English. But because I just like passionate about this, I like it, you know. So I think, I don't know, hard work and just do it every day, I think, and just if you like it, everything's gonna happen, right?
We need to do like Eminem, just every day reading new pages of vocabulary to learn new words.
So when you guys are writing songs, how does that happen? Does one person sort of come up with something, or do you all jam and
It all
collaborate?
depends.
It's all-
Different songs, different kind of experience.
Usually we're getting high.
Ha ha ha.
and
Not
we
true.
jam,
On
and just-
drugs?
No, don't see, and people will think it's true. It's not true. Vlad doesn't drink at all, and all he does yoga every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes. Okay,
like-
sorry.
So right now he already passed his deer. Like, dude, he's
Break.
exactly. So no. Well, we just jamming. Sometimes it can be, the line can be first. So sometimes the music, but most of the time, yeah, we are in a studio.
Yeah, last
jamming,
night was
saying
cool
something.
experience, because
Yeah.
we were like, we finished our rehearsal and were ready to leave, and Nana started playing like some notes, and I was start
Kinda
playing-
dancey chords,
yes,
you know.
I started like playing drums. Mikolai was on keyboard, and Yoga just
Jumped in after, like,
yeah,
it
he
was
just
running.
came like from a restroom, and he was like, wow, cool, and we just recorded it,
And he
then-
just jumped in the mic and started just like singing, you know. So and
and
here's
now
the
they're
idea.
thinking it's our best new song.
Haha,
so-
best new song.
I think the main thing that we are able to inspire ourselves with the writing music, but all the time we're coming up with, we don't have regular way how to do that. I mean, somebody can bring the song itself from beginning till the end. I mean, just with the lyrics. Or sometimes somebody can bring the lyrics and then somebody can create the music, or it can be like jam sessions into the studio when just like you go right from the spot. So it's no any just like regular systems.
Yeah.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow, exactly.
So how did you guys get started making music in the first place? Did you have a family that were musicians, or where did you learn how to play?
Oh my God.
Where did the inspiration
Okay, go first,
to be a musician come from?
I remember this like it
Very
was
good.
yesterday.
Oh, well, then let's hear it.
I got that 90-minute tape. One side was Metallica Reload, another one was Nirvana.
Nirvana.
2 albums,
I
Nevermind and
remember that
Terror,
cassette,
and
Yoga.
that side
Yoga.
changed my
Yoga.
life completely. After that, when I've been listening to that, I just thought, first time in my life, I said, I want to be a musician, and all the rest, I just like got the guitar, just old crappy guitar which I repaired with my uncle, and just playing on that instrument,
Yeah,
and
basically,
follow to the dream.
I remember we spent like $3 on a bass guitar, $10 on the drums, and we just jamming a lot in the basement of.
These are good prices. Where did you get these
Where's
prices?
You haven't
And
seen
Belarus,
that instrument.
there's still the same prices in Belarus. So this
No, it
is-
was like completely trash and broken instruments.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we spent a lot of time then later to fix it. So basically, yeah. I mean, I think it was like kind of fed, at that time. Everybody was listening to Nirvana, and everybody wants to be like Kurt Cobain. So all our friends started like playing guitars. Suddenly, yoga. How to say it? So basically, I, Mikola, and Yoga used to live in the same apartment building, and we kind of like hanging out and trying to get some chords. And then when we got some instruments, we just jamming around. And one day we figure out that
we made a
he's-
song.
No. He's like good on guitar, so he's gonna play guitar. I cannot play guitar, so I gonna play drums.
So you're gonna play something else.
You were
something.
in decision, bass or drums.
Yeah.
I remember it.
So, and yeah, I mean, everybody there used to play some sort of music instrument, and we had like many bands, and it was like super popular in that time.
I missed that. I wasn't there.
But she was groupie,
I
which
was
is
I was
cool
too I
too.
was too young before, but
Before, but she was
Before I
cool on the
met-
drums anyway. I mean, I tertiary touch.
flower, yoga. Forgot what you're talking
Well,
about.
I can say one thing that about instruments back in like in the times when I was high school. I'm right now very grateful that we got a chance. We know the price. I mean, how can I say? We started from like really cheap things, which just were just piece of crap. It was not even instruments.
Right.
And I remember that. Well, I think it teaches a lot to understand when you just
Yeah.
get just good instruments into your arms against something just we even can't name the instrument. you
Yeah.
know?
And I think it's very important for an artist to realize that you can be creative regardless of what the tools you have. You can make the most out of your $3 bass guitar, $10 drums, and you can make something out of that. You don't need all the fancy stuff to make it happen. And to me, that's a very important realization in becoming an artist, is that it's not about,
Yeah,
I
so,
need,
yeah.
exactly. I need what they have, or I
Yeah.
won't be
I
good.
mean, this is the main problem of consumerism,
Yeah.
because it's kind of propaganda of, how do they say it? Keep up with Jones.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this is the issue. And yeah, when we came here, we like wow, everything is so affordable. I mean, people here make more money, and music instruments cost here cheaper, and this
Oh,
is
yeah?
like strange, you know. For example, like let's say like bass pedal that here costs like $300 brand new in Guitar Center, there it costs $600, so it's twice more expensive, and they just dream about it. And when you come here, you can get everything relatively cheap on Craigslist, and you're ready to go. All you need is just not to give up and continue doing what you intend to do.
So if you guys never,
Never
well,
seen it.
Never seen it.
I mean, was it possible that you guys would move here and not be in a band together? Like, can you imagine an alternate future where you didn't play music?
Right now, no.
You know, the thing is, since I moved first, I figured out that I love United States. However, it would be better to be here with my friends of childhood because
Yeah.
friends are first. And at one point, I got drums, all equipment I need, but I didn't play drums because I didn't feel inspiration, and I got to the point that I don't feel fulfilled when I jam with other people than my friends. And at that moment, like I don't know, 5 years ago, I was cultivating the idea in my mind that I would never be a musician and I would never make it again because all my friends there and all what we did, it was just, I mean, like for example, like parents said, "Oh yeah, I used to play bass guitar when I was at school," and I was in that state of mind where we're thinking about that. Okay, this is my past, and
Right.
it probably will never happen again. But then Anna and Mikolai came, and we started like doing like acoustic project, acoustic music, and I was kind of still in a situation where I understood that we wouldn't make it if yoga won't come because at that moment I was thinking that he is the only person, like the last piece of the puzzle who should come and fix this, and it happened. So he made it. He came, and we just decided, all right, it's
Yeah.
era of Kiwi Time begun.
In my experience, like if what I would do if I would not like be a musician, like when I was a little kid and when I was in the 4th grade, and my teacher, she asked in the class to write and to actually paint who you want to be in the future, who you want to see yourself, and I painted the girl with the mic who's singing. And by that time, I was really craving to go to the music school, and I made my mom to get me in there. Even nobody from my family and any other people were musicians. So I don't know why. I don't know why I started writing like in all kind of poems since I was a kid, but I was always passionate about this. I didn't have a support from any single person, and this was the reason why I probably wasn't. I was always very close. I was really shy a lot. So when I came here, I would do this, and I know that I will still do maybe something different. Who knows? But when I had this inside of me for 20 years, and when I'm so happy that I moved here, because otherwise I would never I would never probably have those kind of people around and support that you can do it. And I'm just grateful for the people and this opportunity that I got here. So I decided, okay, so here I can express myself, here I can start doing what I love to do, and I was always believed that I can do it. So I cannot say exactly what I would do, but probably with this kind of environment here, probably I'll do the same thing.
Mikolai?
In my case, I think is more in the music. Is more I feel comfortable and comfortable and comfortable, and is more I feel I'm in the right place right now. I don't know how I'll feel if I'll be on a different play, for example. But for now, I'm happy that I'm choose this way, and I don't know. It's just my feeling, just good. I feeling good, and I don't even ever ask myself that maybe it's not right choice. I just I feel comfortable, and that I think it's right. Decision if you feel like in right place, right place.
Yeah, it's true, right? If you whatever you do, actually, if you're really true to yourself and you ask yourself, how do I feel when I do it? Oh my God, I feel great. You want to do it, you know. But if you do something and you have everything, the voice inside knows better than your even head, or like it knows better than you the answer for you. So if you feel something no, it's better do not even start doing this or do not do it. It's the same with people, things you do, places, you know.
So do you believe in destiny?
Yes, I believe in this
How to
kind of
translate?
things.
Let me go.
Yeah,
Destiny,
what does
destination,
destiny?
типа,
Destiny.
то, что произойдет в
fate,
конце, то, что произойдет.
It's predetermined
I-
that you will always be. It was inevitable that you
Yeah.
would be Kiwi Time.
I believe that destiny exists inside our soul, and the main art for any human being is to be able to open it up. And when you find it, you will be happy, wealthy, and healthy. So, in this case, I believe, but I don't believe when somebody tells you something, or like,
Yeah.
for example, all this society. For example, you're gonna be an economist, you're gonna be like businessman.
Yeah.
So this
Right,
is
right.
And actually, what I believe, like before, I wasn't like this, but as more I live, as more I see the things around, I learned that I believe, I believe in the people and like in humans' power inside. If you believe in whatever you do, and as much as you believe that is that people will believe too. If your believing inside is little, they respond, because the world is like a mirror of what you think. So if you think, oh, it's maybe not, but if you are like really, you just feel it with the whole body and everything, so other people will see this, and because they probably don't believe in themselves like this. When they see this kind of like people who this is they are, and they want them to be who they are, kind of. So I believe that we have something inside in the power, humans' power inside.
It's very interesting. What about you, Yoga?
What about me?
You're looking.
I'm okay.
I'm not doing yoga.
One mobile.
Who, me? What?
Yeah, I mean, what do you
Think about music?
think about the idea that you were destined to be with these people making this music? That it's a part of your story,
Be careful.
no matter
Yoga.
what.
Well, I
You're
would
here.
say that the things all the time shows that no matter what happened, what we're thinking about, and some sort of magic about us, about the band, would just lead us to something, just lead our thoughts, our what we're doing to something. So I
Yeah.
believe in the magic in that way. I don't want to think that it's just only my thoughts or somebody's. It's first of all, maybe we have, how to say, submission, is it correct?
Yeah.
So and that's what I believe in music. And to me personally, music is the same like to go to restroom, to go to eat, to have sex. It's just like parts of the things which I just like, just need to be.
Sex. Drink.
And music. And shit.
I think the main point for us, it's not about what's gonna happen with the band, but how to develop our friendship and keep it up no matter what. And of course, I'm advocate of the point of view that we create our reality by ourselves. We project it with our mind, and again, as I told, our soul knows already where we're gonna be and whom we wanna be. Our mind, the behavior of mind based on the logic and experience that probably never happened. Maybe we saw something on TV and we are thinking this is it true. So the main goal is just to find this point of equilibrium between the soul and the mind, and this is gonna be this destiny.
Yeah, and basically the point of everything, I think, just like live it every day, be in the moment, just live your life. You know, like
Beekeep.
right now, it's funny, but I started thinking about this more and more, like just the understanding that I exist in the world and I live here, just like live, and I have it, and something inside of me, and I eat, and I need this, and I drink, and I need it, and just I look in the sky and I see the stars, and something, you know, like just it's a magical already. Magic happened, and if people will just think about this, like at least we'll not forget like about this, that they already live. There's problems, there's life, bills, banks. It's all created by
Yeah.
like the people actually.
Yeah. It's something that people don't really very often stop to
Yes,
think about, the fact
absolutely.
that all of this is because we made it like this. And,
Exactly.
you know, we are in this world and we have some kind of control over it. I mean, we have control over ourselves is the only thing that we can control. And we, at least here in the US, we grow up with television and news and movies and all this media that sort of takes us away from
What
the
we
reality.
really-
Yeah,
Exactly.
where you never really stop to think, you know, how crazy is it that I'm even here? How crazy is it that, you know, the world is where it is, that, you know, we have these cities with hundreds and thousands of buildings that people have built over hundreds of years, and families of people, and it's very, very amazing. It's magical, but we sort of take it for granted. We don't see the beauty in it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I think that's part of being an artist, is coming to that realization of the simple beauty of everything that's around us, and how crazy the like thing that you never really thought about actually is. You know, to think about all the circumstances that in your life that led you to this point here. It's very, very crazy.
Exactly.
But there's something beautiful about it too. And for everyone that's going to be different, you know, their story, their history, their perception, and everybody has a unique voice because of this circumstance. And to come to the realization that I have a voice that is made up of my life experience, something that's very rare in this day and age, I think, because we're so easily distracted by all these things that we never are really stopping to focus on it. And so it's really, really beautiful that you said that. I think that's, you know, that's probably why you do what you do.
Exactly, and I think this is the life of the artist. It's true, because we all kind of, just like being an artist, I think, you know, we all have different jobs, you know, like, and somebody really good at mathematics, and he is building something really big and like really important in life, you know, like, so he good at this. I think, like, feel like artists in different ways, kind of artists, we kind of close to the souls. So we have, through the voice, music, pain, we kind of talking like my soul, like soul talks to your soul, you know, like I'm trying to tell you something and you can accept it or maybe not, but there's like so many people around, so that's why it's kind of, so yeah, so the art, music, and all this, it's kind of like talking to this way. I don't know, I think we can talk about this.
Yeah, yeah.
a lot.
Arts and love.
Too much acid.
Peace.
Vlad, what are you trying to always?
I said it out loud, sorry. I was just thinking about it. Nikolai, tell us your point of view.
My point of view, it's very simple. I mean, there's 4 people
In a band with Kiwi Time from
That's
Belarus.
why-
started this trip long time ago,
It never ends.
and I think this trip is never gonna end
What do you mean by trip, man?
until we're gonna play the music.
So do you think you'll have a connection to them for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I think so.
You guys are stuck with him. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm
we
stuck
are.
with you
He's
guys.
cool. He's cool.
We trust him.
We
If he
can
say
handle him.
Nikolai is the one of us, he doesn't say a lot, but when he say it's always means something. We always,
Yeah, they write it
Nikolai,
down.
okay.
He's
You know?
like George Harrison from the Beatles.
We are kind of like when we're fighting. Nikolai always so calm. He's just doing his own thing. He just like doesn't really like into this. And then, but if he really have something to say, he's just like saying, and we all kind of, oh, okay. If Nikolai said this, like we probably have to listen to
Probably.
The
him.
last point of judgment.
He's not
Yeah.
wasting his words,
So that's good.
Yeah, important person.
We are very different in the band, to be honest. Like all of
Yeah.
us, for
That's right.
absolutely different worlds, and like just so different people. But I think we have enough in common. That's why we are together, and it's just.
I think this is the best way to have friendship, that everybody is unique in his or her own way, and everybody has his her madness and beauty, and this is how it's all put together and how it
Yeah.
works. Right, Yoga?
So just we'll wrap this up in a minute, but who do you
How sad.
consider is the lead singer of the band?
Nikolai.
Vlad.
Me
No, but
and
who
Vlad.
does most of the singing?
Well, I'll tell you this. Right now, me and Yoga, we sing together.
Right,
Or we
yeah.
have songs we sing separate. Like new songs, it will be probably a lot of just together singing, like making a one voice.
Yeah.
Where at the very beginning, I was just like a lead singer, but we realized that our voices is really sounds great together, and
Yeah, that's
So
that's
just
where
like
we
it's
found
50-50. If you go to listen
50-50.
everything, it's just
Pretty
like
much.
50-50. So
it's
Yeah.
it's you think that we found that 2 voices together, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, we found
it's
just
much
something
better than
Yeah.
one.
special, yeah, and special, like I have something in my voice, and like Yoga has in his voice, and when it's just together, it just fits great. And I think this is gonna be the Kiwi Time voice of 2.
it just helps to keep it more powerful and in
Still melodic and
unique
bright,
and
you know.
bright, yeah.
I only ask because I know that Yoga sings a lot on the songs, but he doesn't speak all that much.
I don't
It's a
sing
little
at
rare.
all, and I speak too much.
Maybe that's why. You,
I speak a lot now.
well, in this discussion,
Not
you know,
today.
Not today.
sort of more reserved.
Not so many girls around, Yoga.
Nobody to.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
this is how
see.
it works,
If I was prettier, you'd be talking. Come on, man.
With curly hair, like,
No, you will talk with me.
yeah. In Yoga case is different. You have to
My
talk to
case,
him.
I would just
Oh, I see. That's his game. Okay. Well, anyway, I will start to wrap this up because I'm sure you guys have a lot of stuff to do.
yeah to sleep.
Studio.
Studio
You have an EP coming out very soon. So everybody, I recommend you go check out Kiwi Time's EP. It comes out the 1st of July. It's just self-titled, right?
It's Kiwi Time.
Kiwi Time.
It's
EP.
Kiwi Time.
Oh, it's Kiwi Time.
It's Kiwi Time.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
Kiwi Time.
It's Kiwi Time.
Okay, probably it's Kiwi Time.
So it's probably we wanna do this kind of fancy thing. Hashtag it's Kiwi
It's
Time.
Kiwi Time. where did the kiwi come from? Is
New
there
Zealand,
some meaning for you?
Yes.
A meeting, yeah, just
Story behind.
think about the music, not about the name, and be not so serious about yourself. That's it.
Well, I can say one
Давай.
story.
Do it.
It was never spoken story.
Oh,
To me, it reminds
Exclusive.
of one punk band from Belarus. Their name was Apple Shout, and I kind of like it. They had that attitude, and I feel like when just this is what I feel about Kiwi Time. It's like about attitude of the words. It's like Kiwi Time. It's time itself, something like right now or revolution. And Kiwi just like something fresh, colorful, and just unusual. So that's the main point about the word. It's like contemporary,
yeah.
You don't need to bring the sense about New Zealand. So,
And now I can tell you the true story. It's much simpler. We had the period of our life where. So basically, Vladimir. So when yoga came to
don't
United
make them
States,
to
we
joke,
started
they never
playing
can do it
together every night, and at one point we were eating a lot of kiwi fruits. We used to buy kiwis like from Trader Joe, and these like bags every night. We cut them on a cutting board, eating them during the breaks
Talking
and
to them,
talking.
hanging out with them,
Yes, like.
playing music for them.
And then Anna
making
said,
kombucha from them.
yes.
Okay.
Kombucha is
sorry.
different story. It's for next podcast. And then like we were thinking about band name, and of course a lot of stupid things came up in our mind. And
the
we said,
smartest.
okay, let's go with the most stupid idea. Okay, yoga. Yes, you won. Kiwi
Brainstorm.
time.
Stupid idea. Kiwi time. Yes, Kiwi time. Our name. Great.
I mean, this is how it happened.
No, it's so cool.
And
it.
we were thinking about. Somebody told us it's goofy. It's blah blah
And
blah.
why it's New Zealand and then
But
blah blah.
then we
blah,
figure
blah,
out,
blah.
never mind, we have our own meaning, and that's it, basically. It's
Yeah.
all about how it's all about probably consciousness, I would say, and no matter what, it's how you present it to the people, and if you're sure what you're doing, if you're true with yourself, it's gonna be true for them.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Right.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is
Or even
a very
Beatles,
stupid name. So
Yeah. Like
a lot
a
of
Black
stupid
Eyed
names.
Peas.
Yeah.
What about
Black
that?
Eyed
pieces.
I mean,
Black Eyed Peas.
for us, it's fun when we translate English band names on Russian. It's even more crazy. I mean, I don't know how exactly it sounds for you, for example, Black
Right.
Eyed Peas. But for me, for many years, it was super cool until I opened the
No.
dictionary and like, what the fuck? Black Eyed Peas.
Beans.
yeah, yeah,
Yes. And then I was like, wow, so Kiwi Time is actually a cool name.
yeah. So I don't know. I never. This is random, but when I eat a kiwi, tell me if this happens to you. I've never met
Oh.
anyone else that it happens to. Right here, I feel something right here when I eat a kiwi.
Our music.
Okay, I know. It's
can't
it's the
it's-
same like pineapple or something.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no,
It
no.
only
that was
happens.
different.
It only happens for kiwi.
You
It's
don't
like
have it with the pineapple.
it feels like
I had it before.
it's hard to explain. It's a feeling that I don't get any other time, except when I eat a
But
kiwi.
is it
It's
cool feeling?
back-
You're gonna eat it on our show, I guess, because we're gonna have
Do you
some
like it?
kiwis here. Oh yeah, it doesn't hurt.
I like the flavor, but I always think of that.
I
It's
would-
very weird.
And you always have the same thing.
Always the same. Yeah. It's
Do you-
so weird.
Maybe we should switch to bananas.
No. Well, I don't know. But I think I know what it
I
is.
think it's the muscle that holds your bone engaged first because of the kiwis they sell in Trader Joe. It's not like exactly ripe as it should be,
Yeah, maybe.
but the best way to experience taste of the kiwis is get them on farmers market.
Oh,
Vlad
yeah.
When they
knows
ca-
everything about the food. Talk to him. He's a raw
You
vegan.
big food.
Yes. It's the next. It's the next
Thank you.
podcast. Seriously.
Yes, and when there is a season of kiwi, you can get tons of them on farmers market for free because they just getting wasted very fast, and they
Yeah.
just give them away on civic center over here. So I just was happy last year. I came and I got a lot of kiwis. So like what I was eating it, like finally after so many years, I experienced the taste of real kiwi. It's
Yeah,
different.
it's
You were waiting.
it's something that's very prevalent in U.S. culture, that the food that we eat is not very flavorful. Like because of the way that things are grown and then shipped across the country and all these things. When you finally eat a tomato that is from someone's garden or something,
true.
it's like you never had it before.
It's true, it's true, it's true. This is what happened to us when we moved here, and it just everything was taste different. Like, oh my god, why? But why this? Why strawberry tastes different? Why everything? Right now, we kind of get used to, I guess. But yes, it's true. Flavor.
I mean, this is the same as TV, you know, with everything. It's just the way people slowly kill themselves, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And forgetting about who they really now, really are, and where we all came from.
It's very important.
Mother Earth, all this stuff.
Yoga time. It's yoga time.
Yoga time.
But we're gonna.
Today was my second day of yoga teacher training, so I'm supposed.
Oh, so you're gonna teach?
In a couple of weeks, I gonna have certificate. So my mom and my father gonna be proud of me that finally I have paper, and it's
Paper.
not
It's all about that.
because paper
Yeah.
is important. It's not about knowledge. It's all about paper.
Well, you're gonna have to work on your spiritual talk, like you are floating through the ether. Are you gonna be that kind of yoga teacher?
I'm gonna create
Probably
happy ending yoga, and I'm working on it already. I mean, it's just, you know, this is what getting trend right now in San Francisco, and many people asking about it. So what can I do?
What can I do?
What
So-
can I
I don't
do?
know.
You guys wanna play another song
Let's
to
play.
We'd love
close
to.
us out?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say one last time. Everybody come down July 5th at Slim's. Kiwi Time is going to be having their EP release party. So come down. It's going to be a awesome party. It's going to be a good time. If you caught them at the music hall, when was that? Was that January?
25th.
That it's a great show. So a ton of people there. It did really well, and everyone had a great time. So come down July 5th to Slim's and check them out. It's gonna be a blast. Thank you guys for coming on. We'll play one song and then
The rap.
we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been Between You, Me, and Jose, the Slims Presents podcast with Kiwi Time. And thanks again for coming down, guys.
Thank you
And
very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you. It was really, really nice talking to you.
I hope
Lots of
people
deep
understand.
conversation.
Yeah, I felt it too, and it was great.
So what song are you guys going to play?
Killing Me Baby.
From the upcoming EP, Killing Me
right.
Baby.
Hope once I'll be on another planet. Escape in from your anger. You're killing me, baby. Whoa, you're killing me, baby.
Yeah, I guess it's weird. I mean, it still is weird to me if like some random like teen girls want to take a picture with me. I'm like, you know, you want to take a picture with me? That's kind of
Yeah.
like weird. I think, you know,
We
but
don't even have like cut off jean jackets and like like leather pants. Like if we did, then I'd be like, okay, I see this.
Oh yeah.
you know.
Nothing we do is really geared towards that. So that's what's so strange to me sometimes.
Right.
But you know, I appreciate it, and I'm like, I'll
Hey,
gladly
man,
do whatever.
Get them while
I
they're
don't- I
young,
don't-
you know.
I don't-
Well,
Formative years, then they, you know, you've molded their entire life.
I mean, I'm honestly just really blessed to be able to do music in the way that we've been able to do it. Like, I feel really lucky, and people have said like really intense stuff to me, not bad intense, but like come up to me after a show and said, you know, when I was battling cancer in the hospital, I listened to your album on repeat. Like,
Wow.
that's tough. Like, that's tough to hear because then you're like, oh no, like I'm so not worth that. You
Right.
know, I'm not worthy enough that would be that thing for you. You know, and like, and that was just one person. I don't get that all the time. It's not like we've got like, you know, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is like saving people's lives with our music or anything. But like people have or said like, there's this one guy who came up to me. He's like, yeah, dude, I went through this terrible breakup and I listened to your first album a lot. And it was like kind of like the soundtrack to my terrible breakup. And like I've said stuff like that to bands too,
Right,
so to
yeah.
sort of realize that even again, we're not big at all. We have a very small fan base, but even to those select people, like we're that band to them.
Well, it's not really about size, you know.
Yeah,
it's like,
totally.
You know,
Well, I guess I'm just trying to
music is
say
like
we're
the
not like
collective-
famous, right? Like
Yeah. But you can still like speak to someone on a
Yeah.
emotional level,
Yeah.
and you know, just because you aren't out there making millions or performing in
Yeah.
front of like, you know, Glastonbury-sized crowds, like doesn't mean that you can't evoke emotions in somebody,
Right,
and
yeah.
that's the whole point. And I think that's something that people are kind of slowly coming to terms with, you know, the what I call the death of the music industry, like
Right.
that it's not like that's not the only way. Like
Yeah.
just because that's the way it's been before, that this is what defines success. That you know, that's not necessarily the case nowadays.
Yeah.
You can have the same effect on an individual recording something in your bedroom on your computer and releasing it online,
Which
and
is
it
totally what
speaks
this
to the
guy
person
does,
in the
actually.
same way. Thank you guys. Good night.